Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing an Xpeng stock price prediction. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investing journey together. So today we're going to be doing a video about Xpeng. If you don't know what Xpeng actually does, Xpeng is an EV company that's based out of China. They also produce EV cars as well. As you guys know, there's a lot of EV makers out in the game, and a lot of people are really struggling on which, EV company to buy, which one's really going to offer the best. And what I like to tell everybody is, every EV company has something about them that makes them unique or different than basically the other EV companies all around. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd August 26th of 2020. So this thing just recently IPO'd. Ever since its IPO, it's up 78%. Looking at the 1-year chart, also up 78%. But as you guys see here, we do have a point, November 23rd, where Xpeng stock was doing very, very well, basically almost being a $75 stock. And ever since then, it's kind of been on the decline. But looking at the 3-month chart, still up 115%. But the 1-month chart is where really people are starting to get really worried about Xpeng stock in itself, really questioning, where's Xpeng stock going to be headed in the year of 2021? Can Xpeng stock make it back up to $75? I mean, being down 34% of your stock value in just 1 month alone is never really a good sign. Looking at the 1-week chart, it is down 8.42%, but today the stock did very, very well. It is currently up 9.31%. And for me, I do think Xpeng stock is a buy at $41.12. And I do think people should actually take the time to invest in Xpeng stock. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I say this is because the EV market in itself really has been expanding, and it really has been growing a lot. Even in the state of a pandemic where other companies are not doing too well, we have seen time and time again where these companies like Xpeng and NIO have really just shown their true colors and have really just kind of come out swinging, really showing what they can offer. If you guys don't know, Xpeng currently has 2 vehicles out. It's a P7 being a sedan that kind of does resemble the Model S a little bit, Tesla's Model S. And they also have an SUV called the G3. As you guys know, I do think Xpeng stock does have a bright future in the year of 2021, and I do think Xpeng stock does have the potential to hit $100 in the year of 2021. And the reason I say this is because on top of all the EV market maturity and just the simple more demand for the EV market itself, Xpeng actually is doing a very good job of really trying to expand. Xpeng hitting a really big milestone for the Chinese EV game is when they started selling cars in Norway. That's honestly a big thing, especially when it comes to the EV market development out in China. We've seen Tesla really just expanding everywhere. Tesla started out based in the United States, has already started to expand to China, and is really just trying to grow the company as big as possible. But Xpeng starting to sell cars in Norway, not only does that help the stock itself, but it shows that, the Chinese EV market is really starting to evolve, and they're really trying to put the Chinese EV game on the map. Looking at statistics, though, the EV market game in China is really starting to mature just as much as it is here in the United States, expecting 20% of all car sales to be Chinese or EV cars by the year of 2025, and they expect that number to be 50% by the year 2035. That means by 2035 they expect 50% of all car sales to be electric cars, which is honestly huge, which is why I think Xpeng is a very good buy right now, and why I actually think the company has the potential to do great things, and why I think Xpeng sitting at $41.13 is severely undervalued. And I think Xpeng really does have the potential to really bring more to the table. If taking even a look at their delivery numbers, Xpeng has been doing very, very well for itself. It's consistently beating its delivery estimates as well. Even analysts saying that Xpeng stock is going to be one of the top EV companies, especially when it comes to China. And like I said, that big milestone of them really trying to expand into Norway and that kind of part of the world, especially trying to make, people all around the world really know what Xpeng can bring to the table. I've taken a look at their revenue or their revenues. I've taken a look at basically the company in itself. Overall, I think Xpeng is going to be a very successful EV company. I think it's actually going to be another top EV company in China. Yes, you do have rising competition from NIO stock, and you also have competition from Tesla and Tesla stock as well. Tesla being a more established brand and NIO really just expanding like crazy. It's making it a lot very difficult for people to really, imagine what company they really want to be investing in. Xpeng is one that I hold. I think Xpeng is worth the investment. I think people should really take the time to pick up Xpeng stock. I do see a bright future, especially in 2021. I know Xpeng is going to be doing great things from here. On top of the expansion, they're going to be dropping new cars. They're also working on a flying car, bigger and better batteries as well, and a self-driving chip, really trying to pioneer the EV game in itself. I think Xpeng does have a lot to offer as a company. I do think that the company is going to have a very bright future, and I'm very excited basically for Xpeng stock in the year of 2021 and even 2022 to see what the company actually does. But for me, I do think Xpeng stock can hit $100 in the year of 2021. I do see that potential there. This thing was almost a $75 stock at one point. Obviously, it has not been doing too well, and that's due to a lot of reasons other than just Xpeng being the stock itself. We did get a bill that passed in the United States basically saying that if Chinese companies do not abide by financial auditing guidelines that the US states or sets, then these companies do have the chance to be delisted from the NASDAQ. On top of Alibaba having a probe set on them for a monopoly, really just sent the Chinese market in a downward spiral, along with all the Chinese stocks and the ETFs in itself. But I know 2021 is going to be a bright future for Xpeng. I know Xpeng is seriously with their development, their technology that they offer in their vehicles, even looking inside their vehicles, the technology they offer is honestly second to none. The cars look absolutely astounding, and I know Xpeng has what it takes to really bring itself up to the next level and really expand and put its name out there more in the year of 2021 and 2022. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Xpeng stock. Do you think Xpeng stock is a buy, $41.20? If you guys own Xpeng stock, how many shares do you guys own? What's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.